Power to the truth. This is Pita de Aztlan, Acapulco Lopez, transmitting from Sacramento, Califas Aztlan. Today is March 31st, Friday, and it is the birthday of compañero Cesar Chavez, the leader of the United Farm Workers Union. He was a great man, and one of my first political activities was my involvement in a huelga, the strike, the great boycott, many moons ago. And it was a great time. I remember my future wife and I were holding hands on the picket line over at Genco, or Gemco, now it's Target, on Broadway and Riverside, Sacramento. And we held hands and it was awesome. It's like, first the idea of boycotting grapes was like, what? Grapes? Boycott grapes? And, you know, we won. It took a lot of time, a lot of struggle, a lot of involvement, but we won. And the power of the people together, consistent, determined, can change the world. We had food caravans that we collected food from neighborhood people. We brought our food caravans down to Delano. It cracked me up because people in the poorer communities, knowing we would do this for the farm workers, you know, they would give what they could in terms of cans and stuff, food. And we got a lot more from them than we did from the middle class white folks out of Landport Drive. So we took our caravan down to Delano, and there was a big meeting, convention. So I was introduced to him like as an evangelist for the farm workers by Peggy McGivern, who was one of our leaders. And awesome time. I remember being in there's a Filipino hall, and you know, we could literally feel Cesar coming. And he was a beautiful man. Those were beautiful times. And I'm glad that I was able to participate as I could when I did. So now, the struggle goes on. Myself, you know, like, after that, working with the United Farm Workers Organizing Committee here in Sacramento, Friends of Farm Workers, I got involved in the Brown Berets, and at the time I thought I wasn't really into the nonviolent stuff as a philosophy. So I see the use of it as a tactic. You can't say like, well, we have a violent philosophy, so like when he said like the philosophy and ideology of the Black Panther Party was based upon concrete analysis of concrete conditions. I understood what he meant. So in other words, our philosophy should be based upon reality, connected reality. And I believe in the basic philosophy of a humane philosophy that's not sidetracked by ideology. It's just a basic philosophy in terms of how to live out our lives. I believe we should live our lives out in a humane way, having love, concern, and compassion for people, for all people. And Cesar Chavez was a wonderful man, and they struggled hard. And out of all the Chicano organizations that have come and gone over the years, the UFW still keeps struggling on. So we got to respect that. Or I respect it. You can respect whoever you want. And so, I just want to make this little video. I think I'll entitle it Long Live Cesar Chavez. Long live Cesar Chavez. And we know the power of nonviolence was instrumental in Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi, helping to secure independence for India. And we can argue about how independent is India nowadays. So, circumstances change. I believe that the idea that in terms of movement, in terms of mobilizing people should be based upon concrete analysis of concrete conditions that are done in a given situation. So I don't really advocate a nonviolent approach across the board in general. It depends upon the situation. If we're attacked, we have the sacred right to defend ourselves by any means necessary. Period. So I don't want to go on a rant here right now, today. Hear the sirens outside. Just for us to take the time to remember the contributions of Cesar Chavez and the United Farm Workers. Our leader here in Sacramento was named Peggy McGivern. And back then, they got paid like, it was $5 a month to do the work. And we helped to inspire, like, say, Joe Cerna, who later became mayor here in Sacramento. And we must not underestimate the power of people who are committed to a struggle, who are willing to sacrifice, who are willing to suffer, who are willing to endure and struggle on. That's why it's called a struggle, because you have to struggle through it. And at the time, I thought, boycott grapes. How are you going to do that? But we did. And the great boycott won. So there's a lot to be learned here in terms of the power of labor. Study the history of the labor movement in the USA and realize that a lot of the struggles that we go through have been years in the making. Realize that a lot has already happened in history that you may just be ignorant about. So learn what you can, keep on learning, and try to live in peace with others. And struggle so we can someday live on an earth where there is true peace on earth. Nada más. ¡Que viva!